Ah, hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us again on the Feel Good Show with Dr. Khalifa and my guest who was here last week with me, Cornelius. Say hi, Cornelius.
Hi, listeners. I'm back again.
Yes, we're going to do
Okay.
this is our second episode this week. And for those of you who were here last week, you'll know that this program is called Grow Your Own. Normally, I would be doing a different format. I'd be doing some cooking or food preparation, I should say, and then I would do a presentation on a pertinent topic, and then I would do a meditation. But we're now showing you how to eat healthily. And we came to the conclusion that the best way to do that is to,
Grow your own food.
yes.
Yes.
So,
Grow your own
um,
food.
last week we set up part of a system, and we are showing you to begin with the hydroponic, and also we're going to look at aquaponic, and we're going to look at every way we can find to help you to grow your own, because a lot of people have been saying to me, a lot of my clients in the past have been saying to me, we cannot find any food out there to eat because everything is chemicalized,
Yes.
and that's just going to counter what we're doing to get to maintain our health. We can't find food out there, and the food that they say is natural cost about 10 times the price of normal food. So we came to the conclusion that if you, especially if you're not in an area where you can get to a farmer's market, it's best to grow your own. So we're showing you the easiest ways to do that, and we're novices as well at this. So we're showing you the any mistakes we make. We're showing you everything that we're doing, so that you don't have to go through that. So you have a head start. Okay, so first of all, last week, I just introduced the whole idea, and then I asked Cornelius just to mention, where you're coming from in terms of health, and how you came, why you came to me, and why you decided, once I told you you got to eat healthily, why you decided to take my advice and come down this road of growing your own.
Okay. Listeners, I had gone through a period of sickness where I was diagnosed with a serious heart problem. And because of that, after getting over that, I decided that really you have to eat the right way, eat healthy. And so Dr. Khalifa and myself decided that boy, we're gonna do the agroponic system. And here we are. Last week we had gone a little distance with it. This week we are gonna go a little further and to show you all what we are doing and how we are doing it. As she said before, we have our mistakes and we are able to correct them. We'll show you also what our mistakes are. So
Okay.
sit in with us and listen.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in this week's episode, we've decided to extend the system. And I'm going to show you again what the system looks like. We've got the pipes, we've made the holes in that, and we're going to extend it a little further. We're going to take it around the corner so that you can see that once you make up your mind how you're going to set it up, because it can be upright, it can run along, um, uh, the wherever your space is, you can fit it in somehow. You can have them going up the wall. So what we've decided to do is to extend this, because I want to grow not just the food but herbs as well. And I this is the first extension that I'm going to put on. I'm probably going to put the extension around the veranda. This is the veranda we're sitting on, and we're going to cut off a piece off of the end of one of those because it's a little longer than the other, and we're going to extend it so that it comes around the corner here. So we're going to show you that so you can see how we made the holes as well and everything. And also we wanted to talk about the pump. Yeah, the pump is working now. It's set up and it's pumping the water through the hose. We'll show it to you again for those who didn't see it last week. It's on a little solar panel that's powering the pump. It's quite a little pump, but it's down in the bucket there with the water, and you have to make sure that the pump is always covered with water.
Mhm.
So when the water runs around, sometimes because the water settles in the pipe, less water comes back out. So we have to make sure that there's enough water in there so when it settles in the pipe, it doesn't leave the pump exposed. So it needs to be checked every now and
Yeah.
again, doesn't it? To
Yes, yes, yes.
to make sure that the
covered.
pump is covered. Otherwise, it'll stop working. Okay, so what shall we do first? We're going to put the extension on. Shall we do that first?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, and then we can hopefully by then the water will be pumping through so we can show it to you. But if it isn't, we can just plant. We're going to plant some of the seedlings. Some of them have grown quite big.
Grown up big. I'm
Yes,
surprised to
since
see
last
how
week.
Last week they
Yeah. So we're going to plant a few of those and show you ways that you can plant them. And remember, we're growing them because most of the seedlings in the shops have been sprayed with chemicals, and the soil has been sprayed. So we're trying to avoid that. But if you can get seedlings that have not been sprayed, then it gives you that little kickstart. But they grow quite quickly, so we're going to plant a couple of them, and we're going to show you some little tricks each week as we go along on how to support the plants and give it nutrients, natural nutrients, etc. We're going to show you next week. I'm going to show you how to make up your own spray, and spray it just in case yours is outside and you might be worried about insects eating anything. You can spray it with natural sprays. Yes, and I'm going to show you some of that. We're going to show you some of the things you can put in the soil and around the root, which are natural. So you don't, and they work, I would say, better than the chemical stuff. Yeah. So we're going to show you some little tricks and things as we go along. Okay. So today, let's get on with this bit.
Yes, this
Yeah?
extension.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to turn this around so everyone can see us. And I'm going to go and get what is it that I need to get down there? The saw. Yes.
Yes.
And yeah. Can you see yourself on here still? Can you see what you're doing? Good. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me go and get the saw. And well, you can start moving this lot, can't you? Because we're gonna have to move all. Oh, we're gonna have to push the plants out of the way. So let me get the saw. You can start marking that up, and I'll push all this lot out of the way. Yeah? Can they see us?
Yes.
Okay. Hope you can see us. Oh, hold on.
Let me cut. Let me start.
Yeah, let me get the saw. You can start marking it up. Anything else you need down here?
I don't.
Okay, let me move the bucket so we don't get any.
And it does
You have to make sure you don't get dust in the bucket, in the water, because it will get into the pump and block it up.
That have clean water here.
Yes.
All right.
So let me take this out. We need it to be, because we're going to cut off piece of that as well, so the thing will fit on it.
All right. So we cut here.
So cut here. Are we going to cut off this?
No.
No? Okay. All right. You sure? You sure the top is gonna fit over it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he's cutting. I'm gonna bring you over there in a minute to show you what he's doing. Okay, you can see there one end was kind of longer than the other. So we're just evening it up so it can go around the corner. It can go on the bend. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so done that. Yes, brush out the bits so that nothing is left inside there. And you have the bends.
Yeah, the bends are right there.
Okay. All right, you stay there. I'll bring the things. In this case, I'm the apprentice. So we're just putting the bends on
Okay.
so that we can do the extended bit around the back.
Okay, that is done.
Okay, but is the other bend gonna fit on that bit?
No, it's all right. This is okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna show you with one bit. Okay.
I think we should bore the holes before we bend it. So that
Oh,
we can get the desk up, down,
yes. What Cornelius is saying is that we are going to bore the holes in the pipe before we fit it on, because before we bored all those holes after we fitted it, and all the dust and things from all the dust and bits and pieces from the sawing actually went into the pipe. So we had to flush it all out first before we could actually set up the pump. So we're going to bore the hole before we actually put it. So shall I bring those blocks and you can put it on top of the blocks? Those two blocks? Let me bring them.
Yes.
I'm just going to get the blocks to rest them on. So we'll put this here so you can see, and I'll put the other one down here, and we can rest the pipe on top of it.
Yeah.
Can you see yourself in the can you see yourself there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right there.
So right. So they're held quite safely on there. So wait, where have we decided where the holes are going to be? Oh, that one can, that
This
can
one
fit
can.
there. We're doing the holes approximately 12 inches apart. So I'm going to get the measurer, and we can just do two holes. Yeah. No, we don't need to measure because we can see from there to here.
So we do this
So
first
it's
one.
here, yeah. So he's just going to. You can see. Show them the equipment that we're using. It's just a head on the on top of the drill.
This battery is done.
Oh, okay. He's gonna put another battery in. So it depends. The distance apart depends on what you're planting, obviously. So if you're planting things like cabbage and that, then this distance is good. If there's things that really spread out a lot, then obviously you need to take them a little further apart. Okay, so another one approximately here. We'll just do those two. That's approximately 12 inches.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Look and see if you can see what's in there. Yeah? Okay, so we've got two holes, and the first thing we tend to try to do is to clean out the holes, so we don't have any debris in there when we put it doesn't come back into the pump. Okay, let me show them what you're doing there,
Okay,
and we can try to brush out the bits inside. I've got some little paint brushes which might do that job really well.
Let's turn this
actually.
up.
Yeah.
And let's knock it out.
Good idea. So you see the amount of debris that's come out of there. So you see how important it is um, to actually do it before we put it on, because the other ones were long. We fitted it up. You can see all the way along there. We fitted it up, and we had to go through the whole thing and flush it out. Okay. So we're just
So we're joining
Cornelius
this
is
here.
just fitting it into the corner now.
Stop it like this. And
Yes,
get it fit.
just make sure it's set.
Okay.
That's it.
So that's
And
ready
that's-
for 2 plants.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for as far as the getting the piping piping ready. Yeah. So during the week we're going to complete it, put the other one bend on and bring this, so we've got an extension there. So that shows you that once you set up the system, you're not stuck with it. You can actually change it. You can actually extend it or I mean, if we wanted to now, we could take this apart and turn it into an upright system.
Yeah.
But the upright system, we'll show you one of those in the future, takes a little bit more work and is a little more expensive. So
Are you ready to plant?
we're ready to plant. Okay. Let us plant. We can come down here. I'm going to take you down to the back here where I've been growing the seedlings. And I put the chair away. So just hold this for me. You can start showing them the seedlings, how big they've grown.
Okay.
And I'll get the chair.
This is just 1 week. All of these are up in 1 week.
It grows very quickly,
Man.
and that soil is pretty good.
Mhm.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is show you the cups. We've got some cups, and right, we've got some cups here, and we've got we're going to put some. Just take the plant out
Mhm.
and put it in the cup. Let me see if you can see what we're doing there.
Timely.
Take it out with the dirt, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it out with the soil, and put the lot in. That's it, because we don't want to lose any of the roots. Yeah.
Not to lose any of the dirt in it.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Put your finger under it here.
Right. Actually, shall we put some more of
Some
the
there,
pots
in this.
in the cup?
In the cup.
Yeah. So,
alright, so
Let
hold
me
it.
come round there. I'll just put it in there, guys. Is that too much?
Too much, yeah.
And then
Okay.
we just make a hole and pop that down in it. There we go. Right. Right. I think this is a runner bean. I can't exactly remember.
Oh, put a
Yeah.
little more dirt around it.
Okay. All right. Ooh, remember, I've got some aloe vera here,
Okay.
which I blended a bit, and I've learned that aloe vera, actually, I'm going to show you the actual plant that I just blended, and the aloe vera actually supports the growing the root of the plant. It helps it to bloom nicely and stuff. So, oops, let me take this out. So I just put it in the food processor, and you can just put a little around the root and mix it with the
soil
the
here.
soil.
Yeah.
Let me just get the aloe itself while you pick out another one to plant. We're going to plant the big ones here, and I'll get the aloe. Okay, so
one.
this is the live plant, which I just went outside and cut it, and put it in the blender, and you can see it's got, it's running, the juice is running, and it's nice we can just put some of the juice in the soil as well. Um, if you hold it up here so they can see it, then I can put some more in this one. This is great to give support. Aloe has got so many benefits. It's like, oh, just it's a superfood. There's so much benefits in it. And when you think about it, the foods that supply us with potassium and magnesium and all the rest of it must supply the plants as well. So it makes sense, really. It might seem a bit strange putting it in there, but it makes sense because it's actually providing nutrients that the plants need. That's why leaves and things fall from the tree and actually help the plants to grow back again. And so it makes sense to use them for the nutrition, for their nutritional value.
This one stuck in the bottom.
I think the roots have gone through the bottom. Yeah. So let me hold on to it while you put some more dirt, some more soil around the bottom of it. You can put some more soil. Okay, so we're just going to plant these two just to show you. And I think, like I said, I have a feeling I'm going to look at it that these ones are runner beans, but we'll soon see. I looked at where we actually put it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to put some more soil in there, or is it good?
This is good. But
Yeah.
add a little more.
Okay. All right. So let's go over and plant our first plants now. There it is. Okay, so we can put them in here, and you can see. I don't know if you can see there. Water is settled in the bottom there.
So let's get this one at the back here.
Yes. Remember, we had put holes in the cup.
Yes.
So that the water will go in and also give the roots somewhere to come through. Yeah.
So there it is.
Okay, the
Sitting
first
down,
one.
beautiful.
Whoopee! First one planted.
Next one beside him.
Yes, wonderful. Okay, we're off.
Yeah.
We are off. Yes, let's celebrate. I am happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all of them.
Yes, we're gonna go all along here, and next week I'm going to try to purchase some ready grown ones which have not been grown in the chemical. So all along here we're going to plant these, and also let me show them the beetroot.
Oh,
Um,
what you use on left.
Yes, I cut off. These are beetroot tops, and I had some carrot tops, but I left those for too long in the water. So what I'm going to do is similar to this: just put some soil in and put these tops on the beetroot on the top, and see if they will grow up.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
there's
plant
no
one.
reason.
Man.
Yes, we can
Let's
plant
do
one of them.
here. Okay.
Yeah, just fill up the cup with some soil. And yeah, I find that with beetroot and things like lettuce and carrots and that, when you're using them, instead of throwing away the top and the turnip tops and things like that, you can actually just
Get a little aloe vera in this.
yes, go ahead. When you finish off, when you finish cutting it off, you can actually just put the top in some water, and it comes up like this. It starts to shoot,
Put it right
and then
here.
you can put it in some soil. You can put some more on top now, and it will grow again. Yeah, so this is an experiment. This is the first time I'm taking it this far on a system.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it grows in the system, because we'll have to at some point remove it, because once the beetroot comes, it will take it to another.
I'm gonna put him right beside this.
There we
one.
go. There we go. And remember, the pump has pumped water into the pipes, and water stays in the pipe. If you can't actually see it there, but the water is in the pipe now. It's never actually without
Dry.
water.
Never dry.
Yes. So there we go. Our first 3 plants on this system. It's wonderful. Okay.
Mhm.
So doesn't that feel good?
That's great.
Okay. Um, all right. So let's come back around here. So today we have shown you how we make the holes, and you can see it's fairly easy. And we have shown you that you can plant your own seeds and go use your own starter seeds. And we've shown you that you can put nutrients in the soil. And next week I'm going to show you another way of putting added nutrients in the soil that you use there. And you brought the mesh to put to show how to put
Yes,
on the
yes,
end.
yes.
One of the things, could you get the mesh, and I'll bring the
Okay.
bucket down to the end here. We'll just show them. So we're going to show you now, because the earth is in there. We don't want any of the soil to get into the pump and
So
get
you
into
show
the
them
pump
this
water.
mesh is what we're gonna
Yes.
use.
So this is actually just the mesh that we use to keep the mosquitoes out of the apartment.
Yeah.
You know. So we're going to use that and just cover
All
the
right, let's
end
show
with
him
it.
the end
So let me
here.
show you. He's going to.
This is the end. So
Can you
once
see
we
yourself here?
cut a little piece off and
Yeah.
tight around here.
Right.
So whenever it picked up the
Mm-hmm.
debris,
Yes.
it will strain it before
Yes.
it go back into the reservoir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And that's great because that way it saves us
we'll
having to
tie
keep
this
cleaning the
at the
pump.
end. Yes.
Right, right. So by next week, we'll have set that up and finished making the holes and everything. So you can see exactly how it works. And we'll make sure that the pump is connected. So, or the solar is charged, because when the sun isn't on this side, it tends to slow down. But you'll see it working and see why it's necessary to cover that to save the pump from you having to be cleaning the pump all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, so um, come and I think we've done most of what we planned to do today. Um, so anything that I've forgotten that we're supposed to talk about? uh, on this grow your own. We looked at planting some of the seedlings. I would say I'm going to look to purchase some some seedlings, but I'm checking first to make absolutely certain that they've not been sprayed with chemicals. Unfortunately, most of the places out there spray them, and you see how quickly those seeds grow. I can't imagine why they'd want to spray them
Yeah.
more, because they just popped up in a week. You know, we had tons of, look how big they grew. So um, make sure that if you buy them, you check and make sure the places you're purchasing them from are genuinely natural. They grow genuine natural plants. And like I said, next week I'm going to show you formula that will help you to naturally keep the insects off of the plants. If you have insects, if wherever you are, you might be making up your system outdoors or whatever. And I'll also show you some other methods of putting natural nutrients into the soil around the plants. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us again this week. We love your company, and we love you to comment in the comment sections and to like, subscribe, and share, please, so that everyone can, start doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start growing their own, because like you didn't know where to go to eat, did you?
Just couldn't find anything to eat.
Yeah.
I'm so anxious to see
Mm,
this project up, and
mm.
I can just get up and go cut one of my lettuce or my cabbage or whatsoever it is in that
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's great.
absolutely.
That's
It
great.
makes such a difference. And imagine it. Close your eyes and imagine it. When it's done and they're all growing up, and you're in the kitchen cooking, and you need a little scallion, or some herb, some other herb, or a cabbage, and you could just come out and you cut it
Yeah.
and you go and eat it. Imagine how wonderful that will taste when you're getting the live food into your body, because live food brings a live energy into your body, and it's fresh, it's not tampered with, it no chemicals. It's for me, I know I might come across that I'm excited at little things, but for me that's joy. That's absolute
Yeah,
joy.
yeah, yeah.
And if you have, like Cornelius, had a shock to your health, having that heart problem, that serious heart problem where you're told you could be, that could be the next time it happens, it could be the end of you. Yes? You have to make sure that you're doing every single thing to ensure that your health is good. Because I say to people, some people say, oh, everyone's going to die anyway. It's not the fact that you die, it's how you die.
Yeah.
Yes? Do you want to die in pain? Do you want to die in total pain and discomfort? Do you want to die in a situation where you spent years and years having people having to do everything for you, even wipe your bum? Yeah? You don't want to leave here and live this part of your life in that undignified way. You spent most of your life probably bringing up your children. They're looking up to you, and doing everything you can to support your family, and then you end up like that. It's not necessary. huh? So what you need to do is just take care of yourself. Prevention is so much better than cure. uh, and I'm telling people, you do not need to live like that when you get to the latter part of your life. You can be as healthy as you want to be, and you choose the way you die. Yes? Because you can be doing all the things you were doing when you were younger, and you have your mind in good condition, your mind, your body, your spirit, everything. And when you're ready, you go to your bed and you lie down, and you pass. That's the best way to go. We've all got to go, so there's no point being afraid of it. But don't go in that
Pain, the
undignified
pain.
way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pain.
yeah. So we're going to leave you today, and we thank you again for joining us. It's been wonderful, and I'm enjoying this, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, it's just great
Great.
doing this.
Yeah.
So join us again next week. We've got lots more tips for you on how to grow your own naturally, and eat healthily, and you can have enough food to take with you wherever you go, so you don't have to resort to what's out there. Yes, so you can't say I didn't listen to you. Okay, God bless you, and keep you. The higher power look after you until next week.
Bye bye.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
All right, end recording. There we go. Oh, my recording doesn't want to end.